thanks for coming in to speak about All Creatures Great and Small. It's just such a wonderful, heartwarming show. I just rewatched the Christmas special and I'm just recovering from my tears. We had a sad ending to the goat in that one, so that was a little rough.
Yes.
So you're renewed for 7 and 8. So I'd love to talk about season 6 a little bit. Like, what are the high points for you, Nicholas? What did you love the most about doing that particular season?
I think it's a lot of the same. We come back and there's new challenges with the animals and the veterinary side of things, but also we just get to go deeper and deeper with the characters and the relationships that we're exploring, and also the time period is hugely interesting. You know, it's just one of the joys of being an actor. You get dropped into these, and you get to explore these different characters and different times in life. You know, so we're post World War II, and we skipped on a few years as well. So we've just come out the other end, and I mean, the end of series 6 with the home fires burning and everything. I mean, that was just, you kind of got goose pimples just being there filming that one. And there was so many highlights with the animals and also the storyline with Tristan and PTSD. So we're touching on some really hard topics as well as, and there's still the fun and the joy as well. So I think we strike that balance quite well, don't we? Where you can have something really touching, really poignant, and then on a dime flip it into something that's quite funny.
Is there a particular moment with an animal that you remember from season 6 on set?
The very first one we did was with the 2 sheepdogs, and they're just incredible. I mean, sheepdogs, they're so smarter than me, I think. They're incredible, the workers, and how the relationship they have with their owner is pretty special. I mean, Dean Gilsan, one of the other animal handlers, his relationship with
Jess.
with Jess, who was
Only Dean can work Jess, because they just have such a working relationship, and he just goes, Jess, here, Jess, down, and Jess goes off and does her own thing because she knows what she's doing, and makes Dean look brilliant.
Yes, it is.
They
incredible.
have got such an incredible working relationship. Nobody else can work the dog like he can.
And we also had lambs at the start of series 6, which are just always really fun to work with. Like James Herriot said, he feels like they have an unfair level of adorableness and cuteness, which I think we can all agree upon because they are just a delight.
And how do you even train a lamb to perform on film?
It just being there, just in the backdrop of the Yorkshire Dales with the sun shining, I mean, it's perfect. Doesn't need to do anything.
There's nothing more joyful, actually, than a lamb skipping through a Yorkshire Dales field. You cannot help but smile, because I mean, they'll be up here as they jump off the floor, and it just epitomises spring. It's the new year. It's the new hope for everybody.
Or taking its first steps as well.
Exactly.
Because we shoot that
They're very
documentary
lucky,
style, the actual birthing with our on-set vet doubling as me with the same shirt on, and then we watch the footage, and then I do it with prosthetic sheep and lamb. So we get that documentary style. So you do the first steps of the lamb. That is the lamb's actual real first steps.
Little wobbly legs.
I think so.
It's such a privilege to be there, you know.
Well, so Sharon, as far as the next upcoming seasons, are we sticking with books? Are we past the books now?
We still take inspiration from the books. We're still using stories from the books as well. We are in a very, very privileged position in that 2 of the consultants on the show are the real James Herriot children. So Jim White, his son, was a vet himself, his daughter Rosie, and they have an incredible bond and relationship. So we tap into Jim's story. We also work with an on-screen veterinary advisor who worked for Alf White, who's the real James Herriot, for a short period of time, but worked for Donald and has some amazing stories about Donald Sinclair, the real-life Siegfried Farnan. So he lived and worked that, and we use a lot of his personal experiences. And the Christmas special you were talking about earlier was partly influenced by an experience he had on Christmas Day, where he very, very sadly had to put an animal to sleep. And that's a real life experience that none of us can imagine. So we use both. We use the books and we use real stories.
Well, there are also a couple of romances that are brewing. So can you tease what we'll see in 7 with those coming up? I mean, there's more than one.
We couldn't possibly. We couldn't possibly give away. It's one of the questions we're asked more than anything else. But
Yeah.
Not even a little tidbit. So will we maybe get some more romance? Can you at least tell us?
there is more romance.
A very small romance.
No, there is more romance.
There's more romance. And
There's
between
more
humans.
Between humans, yeah. And possibly animals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. Well, it was really heartbreaking to see Edna the goat.
Was
her
but
story.
Believe me, she is alive and kicking.
Okay,
and
that's good to
bouncing
know.
around my house.
Oh, she is a house goat.
Well, not quite. Not unless she gets her way. If I forget to leave the shut the door, then yeah, she's in.
What is the toughest animal to train?
We keep having this question. I think maybe the cats are the hardest.
Are we surprised?
Because, yeah.
So, what pets do you guys have at home?
I have a dog. I have a rescue dog that I took on 4 years ago. During COVID, I had several dogs of Jill. So I've had Tricky to stay with me for a few months. I also
Tricky Woo,
Tricky
the
Woo.
famous Pekingese.
The famous
Is that the same
Pekingese.
Pekingese from the first season, or have we had several?
We've actually moved on now. I mean, Derek, there is only one Derek who was the first one. He is now, because we've been going for so long, we've had to retire him. And now we've got Dora, who has taken over in the role. So,
Well, Nicholas, what about you? Do you have pets?
I don't actually have any pets. You really want to ask Jill this question, but I don't have any pets. But we were doing a Masterpiece PBS Zoom for fans, and we had thousands of people subscribe, and it was amazing. We did the chat. Anyway, it was at home. It was on Zoom, so everybody in the cast was getting their animals and showing them to the screen, and everyone was like, "Nick, what about you?" And I was like, I don't even have like a stuffed animal that I could show." So then someone, a lovely fan from the States, sent me over a little stuffed Highland cow, and you squished his foot and he makes a noise. So she was like, I was on the Zoom and I thought it was so sad, so I've sent you this, so next time you're on the Zoom you will have something to show when everyone shows their pets. So that was
you have
absolutely-
your own
yeah,
cow.
that was really fun.
What is your most asked fan question?
A lot of people come up and go, "Oh, you look so much younger in real life," and I'm like, I think that's a compliment, mate. Is it? And maybe, yeah. But yeah, something along those lines. And I mean, yeah, the one I always get is, "So do you really have to put your arm up the cow and do all that?" And I say, no, I don't actually.
Well, yeah, you use prosthetics and
Exactly,
real
yeah.
animals. So
Yeah.
what's it like combining that process? Are you involved when you...
Oh, yeah. We lay the certainly for the cowbirths, you were lying in the straw with your hand underneath the cow, while sort of trying to look like you're, bringing the calf out, and then it goes into prosthetics. But yeah, Nick has an awful lot to do with the animals.
Yeah, well, it's very convincing. It's
Thank
very
you.
convincing. So, okay, so another thing about fans is they think you're very cute. And you are kind of in the hot Scot category.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yes, you're in the hot Scot category. And I'm just wondering how you'd compare yourself to some of these other hot Scots.
Okay.
There's Sam Hewn from Outlander.
So okay, so he's like over 6 foot, massive, ripped. So the same.
Okay, what about Richard Madden from Game
Richard
of Thrones?
Madden. Oh yeah, but he's kind of similar. He's also very tall and jacked. So the same again.
Okay, so all equal. Like you would welcome them to the barn to help you deliver some.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
would.
Yeah.
Okay, what about James McAvoy?
McAvoy, I mean, it's such an inspiration. He's an incredible actor. Somebody who went to the same drama school as me. I'm actually we're represented by the same agent now, which is amazing. It's really, really cool. But his career is somebody I followed with great interest. I think he's amazing. He's I'm not sure. That's one for the fans to decide. How do you think I compare to James McAvoy?
Okay, we'll do a poll. Do you think
Yeah.
we should do a poll?
Yeah, the answer's on a postcard.
Okay. Well, we also have Gerard Butler and David Tennant, so,
Gerard Butler, yeah, in 300, that's probably my physique when he did that one.
Well, what are you hoping for in the next season? And are you in production right now?
We are.
We are, yeah. This is a
4
little.
weeks left. 4 weeks left to film.
And you're filming in Yorkshire?
We are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful, such a beautiful
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
So what are you hoping for in season 7? And I mean, were you happy with how season 6 wrapped? And what are you hoping for in 7?
Yeah, I think season 6, as I say, was just absolutely gorgeous at the end with the home fires burning. And we see our characters moving on from the war, but it's still very much, rationing still in effect and things like that. But for James, he's got little Jimmy and little Rosie now. So Jimmy's starting to come on veterinary calls with him. Rosie is becoming more adorable. So I think, very much. And he's a partner at the practice. That's a huge responsibility as well. Siegfried was a little tricky last year in Series 6. But I think hopefully he's returned and a bit more level and a bit more grounded. More of the same and trying to do his best for his young family and also for the practice.
Well, what about any new animals that you can hint? Are we going to see any animals that we haven't seen before on the show?
2 or 3.
Yeah.
So will they be pets? People's pets, maybe people are bringing in. I guess maybe how is animal handling changing now? That we're post-war. Are there more Pekingese around? Are people getting more little pets, little exotic pets?
They're getting more exotic, yes, certainly, when they come into the vet surgery. So
we had a parrot in the very beginning.
We
It was
did.
George the parrot. So how, of all the animals you've worked with, was there a favorite? Was there one that you loved the most?
unfortunately, my Basset, because my passion is Bassets. So although they're not key characters, they do pop in from in the streets. They'll be walking. I think one of them, as a puppy, was being treated by Siegfried. Yeah,
So those are your faves.
they are my
Bassets.
faves.
What about you guys? Do you have favorite animals? Is there one that you want to write into the script all the time?
There's my favourite, only because I'd never really encountered one, was the bull from Series 1. Jester was the real name of the bull, and he was 2 tons in weight, but the most docile bull you will ever meet, to the point that we as producers felt comfortable enough to give Jenny, played by Imogen Clausen, who was 12 at the time, she was grooming the bull just with a comb, and the bull was just standing there calm as anything. So still my favourite.
And Nick, what about you? Is there an animal that you've loved working with the most?
Yeah, I mean, little Derek was just an absolute joy. I mean, he was just a sterling professional as well. I had to, one time, I had to do an operation on him and I had to anaesthetize him. And as I did it, the director said, "Everyone quiet," and Derek just went and fell asleep. And then the director said, "Cut," and he went, "Right, where's the snacks at? What are we doing next?" Consummate professional.
Great when an animal takes direction,
Yeah.
right? So I understand you spent some time in Texas as a teen.
Yeah.
Is this your first time back here, or have you been back multiple
Yeah,
times?
this is first time back.
First time back. How are you finding it
I-
on this return?
I'm loving it. There's nobody kayaking past the window right now because when I was here last time in Corpus Christi, there was a massive storm. So people were kayaking in the streets because it was completely flooded, and we were swimming in the streets of Texas.
Much different now.
Yeah,
And
completely
will,
different.
Will you be visiting the famous bats of Austin? It seems like the perfect outing for this.
We've been talking about that. We're hoping to do it before we go.
Is there anything that you are watching on television right now? I mean, obviously you're in production. This is your favorite show. But is there anything else that you are watching, any of you?
Severance is one thing more recently that I've been watching and just absolutely loving Adam Scott and co. Incredible show. And we were talking about the other Bennett sister, which is
The other Bennett sister as well, which has done very well in the UK, and I think is doing very well over here as well. And the lead actress, Ella Brooklary, has been in All Creatures Great and Small.
Yeah.
What did she play in All Creatures?
She was Dinsdale's daughter, and she was at the Daffodil Ball in Series 2. So, bit of a love interest for Tristan briefly.
What about you? Anything that you're watching?
Not really at the moment. I tend to spend more time, and certainly now the summer's here, out working with the animals.
Sounds like a nice way to spend your time. Last question: are there any TV couples that make you swoon? I mean, Ella on the other Bennett sister. That's a great love triangle.
Just joyful, it really is. Oh God, that's a difficult question.
Yeah, not too sure, but I mean, one that always pops up just because I follow them because I did a little part in Outlander. If you're going back to Sam Heughan, so yeah, is it Jamie and Claire?
Why Jamie and Claire?
Just because I did a little stint on the show. So,
What season was that? I covered that show. What season?
7, I think it was. I played Richard Rankin's dad, even though I'm young, because it's whole time bending. So even though I'm younger than the actor who plays Roger Mackenzie, I played his dad in it. So yeah.
So yeah, but you were kind of playing someone from the time period of All Creatures Great and Small.
I was a Spitfire pilot
Yeah.
instead of a bomber pilot. Yeah.
So you followed that. Did you watch the finale?
Not yet. I need to catch up. Oh yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll see you on Blood of My Blood. That's the prequel.
It is, and there's a couple of All Creatures alumni on that as well. Sam Retford and one of the leads, Harriet Slater. She was Tristan's date in the Christmas at the very first.
Oh,
Christmas
the
episode.
first series. Yeah. The nurses.
Um,
Yeah.
and Sam was the RAF officer in the training base I went to.
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
Which was in
so-
Lincolnshire where
Yeah.
you live.
And my friend from drama school's in it. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blood of my blood.
So we'll see you on. Would you like to do that show?
It would be fantastic, yeah. It'd be a
Who
lot
would
of
you
fun.
play?
I don't know. I'd have to. We'll see what they think.
Okay.